Friday show. I am so excited to have Natalyn here on our show today. Natalyn, why don't you introduce yourself and then we'll share with everybody Bailey.
Hi, yeah. My name's Natalyn. I was gifted Bailey through the Healing Hearts program last August, so it's almost been a year. I am going to be starting my junior year in college in about a week and a half here. So I'll be moving back down to Tennessee from Ohio. And yeah, so we're just kind of chilling along, moving through life together.
And I want to share with everybody, you submitted not one, but two videos to our Healing Hearts program. You were in, if I remember correctly, you sent in your application before your parents knew?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. She's the cutest little thing. She's been hell bent on getting a dog to help her. And her mom shared later too, she's like this determination and this motivation and drive, is just truly inspiring. And we saw that in you too. And I'm a big, I think people see a very common theme in my recipients for our Healing Hearts program, these difference makers, these people that turn their pain into power, these incredibly determined people that don't fall into being victim and feeling sorry for themselves, but rather really trying to do the best they can with the situation given. So let's share with people, let's go back a little bit. You were in high school when you had your first seizure.
Yeah, it was after a car accident that I was in my senior year of high school. And so after that, they started kind of happening or whatever. We didn't really know what was going on. So, we went through many doctor's appointments, like many specialists, and they didn't really have any answers for us. And so I would be put on, many multiple medications, those would work for a little bit and then they wouldn't, so then we'd switch them. And so it was kind of on and off where things would be under control and then they wouldn't be. And then eventually I was like, it's time to go to college. I was like, all right, I'm doing this. So I decided to go. And then my freshman year of college, so I went and they were not under control the first month I got there. And so because of that, I struggled a lot with school. And then since that, I was sent home on mandatory medical leave, which was super tough. And so then I was kind of all right, I need something to help me here so I can actually, live a normal life and go to college like everyone else.
Yeah, because you were just a normal teenager. You were a senior in high school getting in a car wreck, and then you're having seizures. And I want to paint this picture for people. So, because it wasn't even something I truly understood until I met you, Natalyn, truly. Normal teenager going out and doing normal things. And now you're dealing with seizures. The problem is you don't know where you're going to be, who's going to be around you, and where you're going to wake up when you have a seizure. You have ended up in the hospital as a Jane Doe.
Yeah, that's been kind of scary.
Yeah, just a little bit for you and for your family. And it started to make you, rightfully so, fairly isolated.
Yeah, I definitely started, staying in my dorm room more. I was afraid to actually go out. Even going to classes was just hard because I didn't know if I would just have a seizure in the middle of one of my classes.
Yeah, and you're probably feeling a little embarrassed too. Seizures, if anybody has seen one, it's incredibly difficult to watch. And then people look at you differently afterward.
Yeah.
People treat you differently afterward.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So then you go to college though, you're I'm not going to let this stop me, because you were a determined, passionate, driven young woman. So you go to college and then you start having seizures on campus. And what did your college say?
They said, go home.
Why?
Yeah, I didn't really have a choice there. I was considered a liability. So they put me on a mandatory medical leave for about a month. And I was sent home. I wasn't allowed to do any sort of schoolwork. I wasn't supposed to have any contact with any of my professors or anything. And so I was just stuck home. I had to try and get into all my specialists and, figure things out. And then I was approved to come back a week and a half before the first semester ended. And then they were all right, you need to finish all the work that you missed in this past month. And I was like, all right, I haven't been allowed to do anything this past month, but all right, I'm going to do all this in the next week and a half. And I did.
You did. You did.
So, I
You made
mean,
it happen. Yeah.
oh, yeah. And they saw all that. And then, I showed them, I was like, I can do this. And so I wasn't allowed on campus living the next semester, but I was still allowed to attend classes. So I just moved into an apartment off campus, and I was still able to, show up every day and, make it work.
Yeah. So you moved, you still went to college when they finally said, okay, you can come back to college.
Mhm.
You cannot live on property. We will not take on that liability. So then you ended up getting your own apartment because your family lives farther away than you could just to commute back and forth.
Yeah, it's an 8-hour drive.
8 hours away.
Yeah, they're in Northeast Ohio, and I'm down in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah, because you are majoring in what?
I'm majoring in fashion design.
Yeah, and so not every college has that. So you couldn't just stay close to home. But that's how passionate you are about accomplishing this passion that you have. You're not going to let this stop you. So I think that's when I was kind of your first video you sent. You hadn't been kicked out of college. In fact, I think you're in your dorm room filming that first video.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the second video. Oh, go ahead.
I say that was right before I was kicked out.
Yeah. And then you sent a follow-up video and you're like, I've been kicked out of college. So what were you asking for? What was your hope in receiving a dog? Like, how the heck is a dog going to help you?
So my hope was that, receiving a dog, I would be able to, one, I was like hoping I could get back on campus eventually, but I was hoping that I would have that companion to give me back my independence so I could actually go out and I could do things with friends and I wouldn't be so scared to do things. Like I wouldn't have to worry, like you said, waking up in the hospital as a Jane Doe again. And so I was hoping I'd be able to have that dog by my side who, if that does happen to me, I have something there. He's carrying my medical information and he already has everything with us. And so he knows how to respond to one. So if I do have one, he'll lay across me. So like whenever I'm shaking, it'll kind of, help. So, I don't necessarily hit anything around me. And I don't know, he just like stays super close by and he knows when I'm not okay. And so it's just like one of those things too, is that afterwards I don't know, like I just needed someone there, like a best buddy. And he's been that for me. Like he knows when I'm not feeling great. It's like he won't leave my side. Or if I do have a seizure, then he won't let me get up until he knows I'll be okay to walk. And so he's kind of just like become that for me. We're best friends now.
Yeah. Yeah. And so then the difference is before, like you're afraid to go anywhere because you could have a seizure anywhere at any time. You don't know who's around you and you don't know where you'll end up. Right.
Yeah.
So now with Bailey, who is trained to be a seizure response, not alert. He's not telling you you're going to have a seizure, right? He's responding to the seizure. The thing is, most people don't know, some dogs innately do it. I'm just going to put that out there right now. Over time, some dogs figure out what the smell or scent is before a seizure comes on and they can alert to their owner. The problem is we can't train that because we don't know what that scent is. The diabetic alert dogs, we can get the scent from the saliva, right? Like no big deal, but we don't know that scent. So we would never willingly want to set somebody up and say, yeah, we can train a seizure alert. We can't. We don't know what that scent is. Some dogs do it naturally over time with their handler. Yes. And, maybe Bailey will, maybe he won't. Regardless, what Bailey has been trained to do is when you do have a seizure, he responds, right? So he, like you said, he does deep pressure therapy. He's right there with you. At least when you have Bailey, you're not alone. And like you said, Bailey is equipped with all of your medical information. So if paramedics do come or someone's walking by or whatever, he has all of that information on him and you don't have to be taken to a hospital where then they don't know who you are, right? Because that takes up a lot of time and energy too. Like you don't need to go to the hospital.
No.
And then it takes up a day or two of your time and it creates even more an exhausting experience, ironically, right? Like people are trying to do the right thing. They don't know, but if you can just leave me alone, let me be, let me get my medicine, let me, get my senses about me and let me go home. That's
Let me go home and sleep.
Right, you want to go home and sleep. You don't want to deal with people poking and prodding and going through everything again. And we all know how long it can be in the emergency room, and then to be discharged and all the drama around that, can be exhausting as well. So tell me now that you have, I want to share some pictures real quick. Let's see baby and you. I'm going to share some pictures. Here is, I want to make sure it's showing up on our live. Good morning, everybody that's checking in. Jen, Rachel, Judy, Janelle. We've got lots of people watching. Kiana. I'm gonna flip on over. Do we have a picture? Yeah. So there's a picture of you and Bailey. And then let's grab another one. Let's see, did it show? Yeah, so there is you and Bailey. He's all geared up. So he's carrying your information on his vest.
Yeah, it was on the other side. Yep.
It's on the other side. Is it a patch? Can you explain to people?
Actually that patch right there, it says Healing Heart Service Dog. So someone actually made that for me. So
nice. Okay. And then is there like paperwork or cards or something that, so then like if he's laying on you and you're not conscious, that people see really clearly?
Yeah, there's a card that whenever I got him, Brad and Jamie had printed out for me. It was like in bold black and red lettering, and it had all our info on it.
Nice. Okay. So then they have your card. Here's another one of his vests, because you have several. Because see, here's the deal. You're a fashion designer. So I think Baby is one of the best dressed dogs, and all of his vests that you have made and had fun doing. I think this was one of his first ones, right?
Yeah.
And there's a card. Yes,
yeah, there's a card.
Right. So it tells people right away, like, hey, I'm just having a seizure. Do not take me to the hospital. Here's my name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gives them information right then and there, so that no one confuses you. Or I just can't imagine waking up in a hospital and being a John Doe. So let's make sure we're back. Are we back onto our screen? Sorry, I love technology. Yes, we are. Okay, Kiana has a question for you, Natalyn. What is the most favorite part of having Bailey? Is there something really awesome that you enjoy now that you hesitated to do prior to having him?
I think I'd say like the thing I enjoy most about having him is that it's like a built-in best friend now that I have. It's like one of those things. It's not like friends, like, like you hang out and like you leave each other. I say we're always together. And then I'd say the one thing that we do now that I would hesitate before is I'm more excited to go out with friends at school. Like if they want to go out to like lunch or dinner, or if they want to go do something exciting, then I'm like, okay, like, yeah, let's go. And they all love Bailey. So they're like, all right, like, you better be bringing Bailey with you. I'm like, well, yeah, of course I am. So it's always fun.
Yeah. And as a reminder, you were a normal, healthy teenager. You were a senior in high school and got in a car accident, and your life completely changed. And you kept trying to just be normal, and then you'd have seizures and wake up in the hospital as a Jane Doe. You stopped going out with friends. You became incredibly isolated, and the way people looked at you was very different. And now with Bailey, correct me if I'm wrong, because I feel like now I have seen such a change in you from before Bailey. Even in your social media, you're sharing more, you're out doing things more, you're in shopping stores doing things, you're sharing college posts, which you were not doing before. Like, there was not a lot of Natalyn. It seemed like you felt you were climbing a hill. It was a little dark. And now with Bailey, we've just seen this sun come up all around you, and it's been incredibly rewarding to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel that way?
Yeah.
Yeah. That you've been given, we can't stop the seizures, and they still don't know why they're happening, right? But you've been given your freedom back. Is there anything you still will not do?
I mean, there are like days that when I know like my health isn't the greatest, that I don't want to go out, and even like I know Bailey will help me, like it's still hard. So I mean, like there are days that I'm like, like I probably shouldn't, but I mean, it's not just like because like, oh, as I don't know, like I trust Bailey and everything. It's just like one of those things, like some days I have to, kind of take a step back and be like, listen, I still can't do everything, but I get to do most things.
Yeah, because he can't stop the seizures for you. Have you found that your seizures have not been as intense or as long with this deep pressure therapy?
Um, yeah,
A little bit.
yeah, they've shortened. They like since I've had him, they have shortened.
So that's amazing. So Bailey has shortened your seizure intensity, time and length,
Mhm.
or time and length, the intensity and the length. He has provided companionship. You were once the girl that people maybe were like uncertain to hang out with because they were afraid of you having a seizure. And now they're like, make sure you bring Bailey, right? So has Bailey changed that conversation too between people? Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
People used to think, people thought, like for real, like people thought I was contagious at one point. Like they thought this thing, they're like, oh my goodness, like this girl is contagious. Like, what if I get it? I was like, I promise you won't.
That
Yeah.
must be difficult though, to
But
have
yeah.
people change the way they viewed you from 1 minute to the next.
hmm But now, I mean, Bailey's a good icebreaker. He's always there, and like people are always liking him, so it's all good.
Did you go from being the girl that walked alone through campus to now everybody flocking to you?
Oh yeah, we're very recognizable. Everyone knows Bailey's name. They don't necessarily know my name, but they all know Bailey.
I'll know Bailey.
Yeah.
It's incredible how that happens, how one dog, the power of a dog, can completely change the entire atmosphere, but more importantly, is changing your life. Shortening your seizures have given you the confidence to have more freedom and just the unbelievable companionship. What would you tell other teens or adults that are dealing with seizures?
Mm,
Advice you would give them?
I mean, I think what I would say is like whether you have a dog or not, you know your body best, like you know better than anyone else. So I'd say like there are days that you aren't going to feel your best. And so like don't be afraid to say no to people, because that was my thing. Like I wanted to do everything then all of a sudden. But then, you kind of have to remind yourself, like you have to take a step back. Like don't be afraid to tell people like no or like cancel on them for a day. Just be like, take a rain check. I think like that's my thing. Just like yourself best.
Yeah, and not be afraid to advocate for your own health and well-being. And you're right, you can't do everything. All right, Heather has a question for you. How hard is it to leave visiting your parents' house with Bailey and Zia being such good buddies? So viewers that don't know, your mom and dad bought a puppy not long ago from us. So they're like best friends when you visit.
They are. So she said, how hard is it going to be to leave them?
Yeah, how hard is it each time you go home and visit and then you and Bailey have to leave? How hard is that on Bailey, or does he do just fine?
He does really well, but I say we like just like coming home this summer. That's like this whole summer has been the first time him and Zia have been together because we weren't home before, like with him and Zia. So I think going back to school, we're gonna have two very depressed dogs for a few days without each other, but they'll adjust, and then once they get back together, they'll love it.
That's right. Dogs adjust. That is what is so amazing about them. Kiana says, it's really awesome to see how your confidence has just exploded. We watched your giveaway last year and you are just a total rock star. So happy for you. Yes, you have your own following now. Those of you that would like to follow her on social media, let everybody know, what is your Instagram name?
Bailey the service dude.
Bailey the service dude. So go follow her in her journey. Pam has a comment here. My 3 kids all have seizures, or golden doodles naturally responding to their seizures. I need her to design a vest for my dog. Natalyn, you better be careful. You're going to be getting requests to design vests for people.
I have a vest shop now.
You have a what?
I have a vest shop now.
You do? Well, how can people find that?
What?
How can people find it? How can they find you?
It's called Bailey Dude Designs.
Bailey Dude and DOOD Designs.
It's DUDE, this one.
Oh, it is DUDE.
Yeah.
Correct spelling.
Yeah.
love that. Okay, so yeah, if Pam, go check her out. And I know she's like, what? Go check her out and order a custom made vest and have all their information on there. You have some exciting news to share with us. You approached Healing Hearts. Why?
All right. So since Bailey and I are approaching our 1-year anniversary of being together, I wanted to do a mission board here. So what we want to start is we would like to raise money to get a special person their own service dog here. So we have this going on. That's going to be starting today. So it's just going to be, you can each purchase a box, for the amount that the number is. See if you can kind of see it there. And yeah, so we want to be able to raise the money by August 28th, which is Bailey's Gotcha Day, to be able to get a special person their own seizure response dog.
So we have like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how it works. If you have not followed, Archer was another one of our Healing Heart giveaways, Archer and Fish, and they wanted to pay it forward, give it back as well. They were donated a service dog for Archer, and they did a mission board. And then they were able to, and they chose a child in their community that needed a service dog, Denise. And so you want to do the same thing. You want to be able to give back in your community to someone else highly, highly deserving. So what we need people to do is, it's not that difficult. We have to fill all of those boxes. How the heck do we fill them, Natalyn?
All right. So basically all you have to do is, honestly, you could start commenting if you'd like, or you can message any of us, but all it is the boxes. They go, if you wanted to purchase a box 15, that would be $15. Or if you wanted to purchase box 50, that would be $50. And you can either Venmo, Zelle, or mail the money to 4E Kennels. I say it's up here. I'll be posting this later today.
4E Healing Hearts. Yes, do 4E Healing Hearts. Yes. Venmo or PayPal, but you can even comment on this video. Natalyn will be watching the comments. We've got Jen, our coordinator, following and watching comments. In fact, Archer and Fish have already bought box 100. Mark that off, Natalyn. 100 is done. Box 100. Let's go, you guys. Come on. You just have to buy a box. Send us the money through Venmo. 4E Healing Hearts. Please, not 4E Kennels. It's messy on the accounting side. It's two separate things. 4E Kennels and 4E Healing Hearts are nonprofits. So jump on over to the Venmo, 4E Healing Hearts. I should have posted a picture of that, but we can do that later. Or Jen, will you screenshot our Venmo and drop it in this thread for me real quick? Grace and Penny, box 25, fill in box 25. Now, because you may not know live which box number, people were kind of worried about that last time. You guys, it's fine. Just choose a box. And if we have to slide you one way or the other, we will. But totally do that. So just pick a box, donate your money. We have to fill all 180. So our most expensive box is $180, right, Natalyn?
Yep.
And our cheapest box is box
$1.
$1 for box 1. 2. If you're just gonna do box 1, just do the first 10. Do box 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Make it easier for us to do the box. We can just fill them all in. All right, we got some more boxes. Here we go. Oh my gosh, I love our 4E family. So we have box 100, box 5. Yes, 30. Jane with Shaylee, box 30. Tina wants box 25. Put her in box 24, and we have $1 we can slide for somebody else. Thank you, Tina. What's our Zelle address? I don't have that right now. We can Venmo. We have PayPal, 4E Healing Hearts. Jen just dropped Jen, start dropping ways they can donate, please, on here so they know where to go. Lori Drake, box 66. Get that one?
Yep.
Show me our card. Where are we at? Let's get the half of this sucker filled, man. Okay, come on, you guys. Look at all those little hearts on there. Box 30, box 66. You got those?
Yep.
Michelle, me and Kai will take box 15.
All right, got that.
Got it?
All right, we have 230, so should I do a 29?
Yeah, do 29. And then keep track. We have now $2.
Okay.
Extra from other boxes that we can slide when we're off. Rhoda Torres, box 21. Box 21. Let's go. Come on, guys. Emily Sanders, box 50 for Jupiter and I. Box 50. Okay, Jen is dropping the PayPal and the Venmo there. Drop on in. If you just donated, go to the Venmo or PayPal. Jen, put the link in the comments right now and do your donation. Archer wants number 16 again. Archer, we love you. Archer did his own mission board and fully funded service dog for Denise, and Natalyn is doing the same thing, paying it forward, giving back. This is truly incredibly inspiring, Natalyn. I love you. Kiana, will you share on your Insta page as well, Natalyn? That way we can share it on Insta for you. Yeah, Kiana, we'll be updating constantly. Like once we get a few, post again, so we can follow on Natalyn's Instagram. Plus Jen will be updating a lot on our 4E Healing Hearts, and I'll update on 4E Kennels as well. So we'll be pushing this board out for the next 2 weeks. We've got to get it filled by the 28th. That is our deadline because that is our 1 year gotcha date for Natalyn. I love how sentimental you are. Lori Drake said, so box 66 is $66. Yes, Lori, box 66 is $66. So whatever box number you choose, we have 180 of them, is what your donation is.
So we got box 22. Oh, my sweet grandma did box 1 through 10.
Yay, sweet grandma, thank you. That makes it so much easier for us. That a girl, 1 through 10. We don't want a $2 donation. I mean, we do, but let's just clean out 1 through 10. I appreciate it, Grandma. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's go. Come on. We've got box 11, 12, right? 13,
yeah.
14, 15. Those are small donations. Every little bit goes a long way. We have to fill all 180 squares to fully fund another deserving child, right? We don't want to say too much. Another deserving child. Natalyn is choosing this person, which we're super excited about, just like Archer and Fish picked theirs. So she's fully funding and doing the mission board so that she can pay it forward. All right, let's go. Let me see. Look at that. Grandma got those first 10 filled in. I love that. So we need, for the first line, what numbers do we need to get that first line done?
We need 11, 12, 13, and 14.
Okay, 11, 12, 13, and 14. We need those right now so we can get one whole line done in the mission board.
Pam is taking 53.
Awesome, thank you. Yay. 53, box 53. We need 11, 12. What were they again? 11 through
14.
What's our first 11 through 14?
Yes.
11 through 14. Thank you, Tina Larcy. We just filled the first entire row. Put those stickers on, Natalyn. Put those stickers on. And then you got to show me because it will just make me feel better. We'll have like one whole row done.
All right, there you go.
There we go. First row done. We got just a few more rows to fill in.
Just a few.
2 weeks. Just a few. Our deadline's August 28th. We have to fill in this entire board and it will fully fund a service dog for a very deserving child. And we can't wait to share that story, but we're not going to do that yet. We've got to get this mission board done. So drop your money. Jen has put the link for the Venmo and the PayPal, so you can drop it to our nonprofit 4E Healing Hearts. This does not come to 4E Kennels. This is 4E Healing Hearts, our nonprofit that we started. I started it many years ago in honor of my brother who died at the age of 39. And now we made it into a nonprofit so that we could get donations and fully fund service dogs, facility dogs, therapy dogs, even just sometimes a puppy to someone super, super deserving. Our mission is to heal hearts and change lives through the power of a dog. So here we go. Will you share on your Insta page? Oh yeah, we got that one. Box 66, 11 through 14. All right, Natalyn, anything else you want to add? Is Bailey there with you?
Okay. Bailey. He's asleep. Hold on. Bailey, come here, buddy. Come here, bud. Come here. Come here. Pause up. Here you go.
Go. What litter was he from? Tell everybody.
He was from Diana's Desert Blooms litter. He was Desert Star. Orange collar.
F1B standard golden doodle.
Yep.
Diana, those of you that follow us and follow our lines, Mama Diana is a puppy from Amelia, which is one of my 3 white sisters, one of my favorite lines in our program. They alone have produced so many working dogs, and Bailey is yet another one of them. Thank you, Mama Diana, Grandma Amelia, for this.
My other grandma just donated too. She took box number 69.
Awesome, Cheryl, thank you.
Don't like that, buddy.
Must be a check. That's fine. You can totally do a check. P.O. Box 6680. Jen, put this down for those that want to mail a check. 4E Healing Hearts.
Oh, the
P.O. Box 680, Pahrump, Nevada 89041. You can absolutely mail a check. I'll be checking those and can deposit those toward her board. So Jen, if you'll drop that, so people, if they want to mail a check. As Sarah says, Graham, I can help you do it online.
Oh yeah, that was my cousin. She just sent in one too.
She?
Yeah,
which number did she?
She sent in a 30.
Okay, good. You got that one? Box
Yeah.
30? Okay, awesome. Who else? Well, how close do we get in the second row done?
We have here. This is what we have.
Oh, we're close. 6 more for this. No, 7 more. Okay, let's go. Pick a number. Not the first row. Those are filled. Pick a number. Okay, good. The address for checks is also here. Yeah, everything you can find. If too much information and you just want to donate, just go to 4ehealinghearts.com and any donation buttons are there. Our address is there. Everything is there. So easy to remember. 17 through 20, Tina Larcy, 17 through 20. Atta girl. And they want to see, Tina wants to see the second line again. I think, but that was before she picked 17 through 20. I'm behind. Not being a very good host.
Say we have
what's left on the second line?
26, 27, and 28.
What's the middle one? 23. So 23, 26, 27, 28. Let's go. Pick those boxes, you guys. 23, 26, 27, 28. Pick a box. Send us your money. The number of the box is the amount you donate. So if you pick box 23, you donate $23 at 4ehealinghearts.com. Box 23, Heather's taking. Good, we feel that one. Dominique, 28. How many more for that row to be done?
We just have 26 and 27 for that row.
27, come on. I'll take those 23. We have 23, right? 23 is done, Tina. We need, which 2 do we need? 27 and
26.
26, 27. Let's go. 26 and 27. Which ones do you want? We're not leaving until we get 26 and 27. Dang it. I want to get that second row filled too. 26 and 27. Come on, I got to go back to work. You got to pay 26, 27. I'm waiting. Natalyn, when does college start?
The 23rd. I moved back the 21st.
Oh, you do? So here shortly you go back.
Yeah.
Did your mom go back to school already?
Oh yeah, she's back in school. She's there right now.
She's at work. Amy, we love you. Hope everything's going well. Happy school. All right. Emily Poole says, Junie, and I'll do 27. Yes, yes. Which one do we need? 26. We need 26. Show us our board. Okay, come on. One more and we have row 2. We need 26. Come on, 26. For any of those businesses wanting to make a larger donation to the board, remember it's a 501c3 tax deduction. Yes, we had some large donors on our last board. They just ended up, oh, we'll finish the board for you. And you know, it was $1,000 or more donation. It is a tax deduction. So fill the board, pick a bunch of squares, make it easy for us. Let's get this done before 2 weeks, and we'll send you a tax deductible receipt. And please consider participating in a matching program with your company. Awesome. Thank you, Jen, for the reminders. We need 20. Are better off with a dog in our life, truly. No matter what role, right? 26, come on, box 26. Those of you just joining us, Natalyn is paying it forward. She was a Healing Hearts recipient receiving Bailey, her seizure response dog. And she is paying it forward by fundraising to be able to gift someone special in her community a service dog. Sorry, my dogs are going to bark for a minute. We need box 26 still filled so we can have the first 2 rows done. Box 26. Good morning. Come on, box 26. The story is about not only the power of a dog and
We got
Natalyn
box
sharing.
26.
We did. We got box 26. Okay, so row 1 and row 2 are done. We have box. Thank you, Jean. Box 26. We're done. She's saving us here, right? Okay. Thank you, everybody. We're going to keep plowing through this board today. Keep thinking about it. Reach out, share this post. We'll go on 40 Healing Hearts and share the board and share this mission as well. So you can wait and share that. Please, please, please share. The quicker we can get this done. Our goal is 2 weeks to have a fully funded service dog for a child in need. Natalyn paying it forward. Natalyn, thank you so much for sharing your story, for being vulnerable, for being willing to submit a video to begin with, and then doing an interview, and the news covered your story when you came to pick up Bailey. And now at almost a year, happy Gotcha Day, you are truly being a difference maker, as my Grace says, and paying it forward. Thank you so much. We're truly honored to have you a part of our Healing Hearts family.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah. All right, 4ehealinghearts.com. Go give us your donation. Natalyn needs to fill this board. Everybody have a great weekend. I'm Jeanette with 4E Kennels. We're not only healing hearts and changing lives through the power of a dog, but we are working on changing breeding from bad to badass by disrupting the industry from the ground up. Our dogs deserve more. Our breeders deserve more. Let's educate the public and keep dogs out of the shelters, out of rescue groups, and make those magical matches. So it's a lifelong commitment that is able to be done by both owner and dog. We need links to her store. Okay, Nana, when you're done, go put your links to your store on this thread as well. Okay, so they can find you.
All right.
All right, you guys, have a great weekend. Bye.